All right, guys, welcome back. Week 25, hour number 2. Neal, what happens?
So, how well do you know Fix's caravan? Is it something that you would say you've never seen, you've viewed once, you've seen casually, you've studied carefully, or you're very familiar with?
I would say I'm very familiar with it. I mean, Fix was like the guy that I did all of my work through and for, and I constantly spoke with him and visited him almost every week, if not every day.
Okay, okay.
But it's been a while since I've been there. It's been years.
A D100 roll.
Okay.
And JP, I'm just giving you a heads up. A bad roll here could just kill you flat out.
Oh, I know.
Okay. I just want everyone to be prepared for that possibility.
A bad roll on the high end or the low end?
You might break it too.
You know what? A perfect 100 will probably kill you. A 1 to a 2 might hurt you, may not kill you. We'll see.
Okay, here we go.
Wait, so
23.
Ooh, 23. All right, you were nice in the middle, nice in the easy ground.
Okay.
Whew, you're fine. You guys see JP vanish, or Zanzel vanish in a puff of smoke. And then at the table next to him, he reappears.
I'm pissed off, so I'm going to go up to him.
I'm just like sitting there like, huh. Hey, guys, how's it?
And by puff of smoke, there's actually no puff of smoke at all. There's a slight acidic smell to the air.
What is wrong with you? Why would you do this?
What were you doing, Leah? You go over to him and just say that?
Yeah. Why would you do this?
The entire tavern...
You're insane.
Well, not the entire tavern, but the people in the tavern who saw, because remember, we're doing this kind of in the middle of all these festivities, right?
Yeah.
No, that was last night.
Well, it's
we're in Leah's room.
Oh, yeah, we're in Leah's room. That's right.
Yeah, so he disappears from the window and reappears standing on the bed.
See, Zanzel, it's about time you, we've heard this come up a couple times now. What? Are you with us or are you against us, man? What are you doing?
I was just seeing where here, you can have this back.
Why would you do this? We knew what it did. We knew the magic word. We saw her use it. It was the same fucking smell. Like, what's wrong with you? You could have been killed. You could have killed us. You could have destroyed the ring, which could be one of our only ways to, like, escape or freaking figure this shit out. Like,
do you remember your home, young lady? Do you remember where you grew up?
yes.
It's been 20 years since I've been home. I wanted to go
So
home.
you're going to use the ring selfishly.
I was going to go.
Yeah, you can just leave us behind and go to your old place that nobody cares about.
I mean, I care about it. That's enough for
Well,
me.
I don't care about it, and I don't care about you. You know what I care
You're
about?
kinda
Taking
mad.
down Verasi, and this is against our mission. You are an unreliable old man. That's what you are.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I actually took care of Felicity, someone that bothered you for almost your entire life.
You know, I could have done something too.
Leah,
Maybe
Leah,
you just
listen.
broke first.
You're tired. You've just identified a bunch of objects. I understand you're upset.
That's true.
Please, hang on. Look, Zanzel, help us get this child to safety.
Oh, yeah.
And I will make it my life's mission to make sure you are back with Fix.
I'm on board. This doesn't work. We're good.
And I'll make
Okay.
it my life mission that you don't keep that ring. I take it back from him.
Yeah, I already gave it to you. Or already, offered it to you.
But what I'm saying, Zanzel, is please don't leave us in a lurch. Like, I don't mind that you have your own mission that you want to do, but you don't need to hide it from us and then spring it on us at any take, you know? We could use that ring for our own safety. We could use you. You're part of the reason we're here. Like, I understand you want to go, but if you're the kind of guy that just at any moment you're going to leave us and we don't know, and you're going to take anything with you, I don't know that you should be around. You're dangerous then.
He just kind of nods and can you help me off the bed, Victorian?
I help him down.
Yeah. I feel like my bones are brittle. It was scary. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'll do you a favor. I'll make sure the kid sees wherever we're supposed to be going, and then I'll deal with my things then.
And I shall help you as much as I can.
Okay.
I thank you. I say then, so with this little experiment, do we understand the ring to it just moves you from one spot to the next, not necessarily where you want to be?
I think it has it's kind of like a mini blink or a random teleport in the area is what I gather.
You're not aged in your body. Are you weakened by this process? Do you feel fine? Are you
He
disoriented?
looks older to me.
Well, I mean, I kind of like look down. Neil, do I feel anything?
You do not feel anything different.
You look older.
Oh, Leah, seriously, it's okay. How do we think this could be used in combat? Can we avoid an attack? Can we leap into an attack?
I mean, well, does the kid talk yet? Does he
No.
formulate words?
It seems
No.
like the way that Leah used it against us was to maybe be invisible and use it simultaneously as a means of
there's
escape. That's
Huge
what
amounts
she
of
did.
bullshit with that. That was incredible. That's what I'm trying to...
But the thing is that we can wield this bullshit, Victorian. We can wield it to our own will.
We can kneel it to our opponents, even.
If
Kneel
we are
it
in a
to their
room and
heads.
we blink around and they swing their sword wildly, they will not hit us. There is no
Yeah.
chance of it happening.
So then, I guess the discussion for us friends is who do we think is best suited to wear this ring?
Also, I'd like to say we're not completely sure what it does. I feel like we should study it more. Like, what if it has a limited number of use? What if it can blow up on you?
Well,
Of course.
That's why I'm not going to be using it.
Well, that's what you just did. Why did you do it then?
Leah,
As a
seriously.
magic user, I feel like this is irresponsible. You should be careful, man.
It was a
I,
chance to go home.
I go over to her and I
But
pat
why
her
would
on the
you
shoulder.
leave us
She's like
behind? I
sitting
thought
up in
we were
bed,
this together.
and I kind of push her down into the bed a little bit. I'm like, it's okay. Please,
Don't
rest.
you realize he just betrayed us? He was gonna leave us behind, go with the ring, and don't care about us or the baby or Verasi?
Did you hear the whole talk I had with him about that, Leah?
Well, he doesn't seem to change his position.
Well,
I'll tell you what. You know what you need? You need some fucking squirrel soup, don't you? You need a day's rest in squirrel lit. Leah, do I not know you so well already?
Sure, I'll take the squirrel soon.
All right, I pinch her in the cheek and say, "I'll get you squirrel soup in a minute." I understand you're upset. I was too. We talked it out. He says he's going to help us out. That's the best we can do right now. We want to study the ring more. I understand that. Does anyone want to study it? Does anyone taking that task,
I'll
or are we going
study
to
it.
field test it? Okay, then we'll
I'll
leave the
study
ring with
it.
you. And that's all. The wands continue to elude us, and the armor.
Maybe
Do
you
we
can try
agree to
the
sell it?
wands, Angel.
There was this guy was yelling at the window. I think his name was his full name is Twitch Chad, and he was saying this really dumb idea of putting the armor on Helen because God knows with all of her 3 health that armor could save her from a stone hitting her in the forehead. But we could sell it for millions of dollars that we'll never end up using. Is the other thing that they were saying as well. So what do we do with the armor? What's up? What's your guys' options?
Well,
Yeah. Go ahead, Ryan.
here's what I think. I think that Lady Felicity, her entire arsenal of gear was sort of, it's kind of a package because it works with a certain style of fighting. And I sort of would recommend that it either goes to Leia or Zanzil if they wanted to get in, with dagger attacks. And it also provides a means of escape. The only downside is that I know that you guys are very frail.
They also
and-
can't
use magic when they're
Yeah,
wearing it, so that would
Tariq, we
make
can't-
everything you just said not.
We got to do a lot of this, and I kind of like do the inflatable arm thing, and I'm like, I can't do that with that on.
Your heart's in the right place, Tariq, but that's not really an option.
You could keep it, but it would also, if you could find the right person, it would also sell for a lot.
I think
Totally
that's
up
what
to you. It doesn't matter to me.
we'll split it, split the profits, sell it. How's that sound?
We could give it to
Fine.
Mr. Roll.
What?
Mr. Re-Roll.
What?
He'd be good for a rogue, like, character.
I see what you're saying. So Tariq agrees as well. All right, I'll keep it on my horse, and as I am the best salesman in probably the entire world, I feel confident in saying we'll find someone rich and sell it to him for a lot.
Can I give him any beneficial insight to how much that thing would sell for, Neil, having probably seen something similar in my shop?
Well, your shop is an interesting place because where you come from, people sell magic items.
Yeah.
Um,
So I guess the rates would be different, or the
so
price would
you
be
can
different.
go ahead and make up any price you think it would sell for in your shop.
Okay.
But here in this world, magic items are rarely sold. They're
Totally.
usually
Okay.
far too precious to give around. It's not every day you just come across like leather armor,
Totally makes sense.
magic
Okay.
leather armor.
I don't say anything about it then.
Let's get a rest. I need to work on that squirrel fucking soup right this minute for Miss Leah. And you said your gauntlet's going to be ready tomorrow, is it, Tariq?
2 days from when I turned it in, so
Which was last night.
I expect it to be tomorrow.
All right. Well, let's do these things and leave tomorrow, or the morning after, whatever, but probably tomorrow. And we also need to figure more out about that necklace. So, Zanzel, do you think you could work with that necklace tonight?
I really don't want anything to do with the cursed necklace.
All right.
Those things are. My understanding is that you could put it on and not be able to take it off. You could put it on and what
Can we find out what the curse
Denzel,
is?
you can still identify it. You don't have to wear it.
I could.
I mean, I did it twice. Then I'm fine.
I could.
And you seemed fine using a magical item just now. You didn't even know what it did.
I know exactly what it did. Well, except for the whole
No.
close teleport thing. But you
Well, I
told me to
mean,
tell-
yeah, it doesn't seem like it turned out like you expected, did it?
Unfortunately, not.
Yeah. Too bad
So you
you're
do
stuck
not-
with us now.
You refuse to identify it, Zanzel, or you will?
I much rather would spend the day resting. I can look at it down the line, perhaps, but
All right. Fine
not
enough.
today.
Let's take the day off, stay out of trouble, okay? And let's go. And Neil, I'm going to roll to whip up that squirrel soup,
Give it to me.
which
Give me a
is,
squirrel soup roll.
as the precedent was established.
Dexterity.
Yep. Which is, hang on, scrolling up.
16.
Thank you.
If we're ever rebooting this, I'm getting rid of the dexterity thing. That's changing.
35!
The squirrel soup of the gods has been crafted. For a moment, all the deities look upon Solum and they see squirrel soup, and they deem it to be good.
I lovingly serve it to Leah, and we have girl
I
talk.
take
if
it,
She wants to
and
have it.
then I wasn't smiling the whole time. I looked really pissed off. But right as I take the squirrel soup, right as the broth touches my lips, I'm like, "Oh my god, you were right. This is great."
I make a
I
damn
mean-
girl squirrel scoop.
It takes me back to my childhood, man. My mom used to do good soup like that. I'm like almost weeping, almost in tears. I'm like,
We have a really nice one. Stole her. I hold her and all that stuff. If she allows it.
yeah, sure. This is heavenly. Did you try it yourself? You should have some.
Of course. Of course. I always eat my squirrel soup. It's amazing. I'm just very good with my hands. I don't know why that helps out in this world necessarily, but I'll tell you. Really does come in handy with squirrel soup. Okay. Other than that, Neil, I hang out around the tavern. I spend time with Leah. That's about it for me.
Cool. Anything else?
I just spend the day resting. Did we get an HP back for yesterday, Neil?
Yes.
Okay. Do we get an HP back for today?
Yeah, except for Leia, who spent all day
Identifying.
doing the spell stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'll check up on my gauntlet, see if it's ready.
Not today, but tomorrow.
Okay.
Did
Yeah.
Zenzel say he would try on the necklace and everything, or not soon?
He said
She
down the
didn't
line.
Yeah. And are we going tomorrow? Is that what we said?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll change my spells then.
All right. So yeah, that happens, Neil.
Okay, so you guys just kind of kill another day here. And that's it. Next day comes, no problem. What do you guys do?
This is the day he can get the gauntlet or not?
Yeah,
I do
his
now
gauntlet
pick up my
is available
gauntlet.
today.
I give him the 2 gold, or I suppose I gave that to him earlier.
Yeah, he now has it. Your gauntlet is repaired. You are still, if you're using a two-handed weapon, fighting at a -1 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
If you're using a weapon in just your right hand, it's at -2 to hit.
Okay.
He's a two-handed guy.
Neil,
Mhm.
Zanzel stayed up that night, having seen his dear friend Tariq mess up his hand, and was contemplating the spell Polymorph Other. If I
Turn his hand into a
polymorph,
dragon.
if I polymorph other on Tariq to old Tariq with a perfect hand, does his hand fix?
No.
Okay, so it doesn't undo the hand.
No.
Okay.
I don't think you can. I don't think polymorph is so specific that you could pick details like that. You could polymorph him into like a female human and kind of get a vague image,
Listen,
right? But you wouldn't be
Neil,
able to
I
like
hear what you're saying, but
polymorph
the question-
exactly to these right proportions. You know?
Could he polymorph Victorian into Victorian with a 20-inch penis? Is that
Again, the
Why would you want a
details are-
reduction? Is my question. That
Well,
just
when you're at
doesn't
that
make
size,
any
you need the
sense to me.
reduction.
That's foolish.
Well, could I turn Tariq into a female and have him fix his hand?
This sort of thing has never been tried by you or many other people before. Proper research and study would be needed to you would need to do beforehand. So off the top of your head, you don't know.
Okay.
as I go with Tariq or whatever to pick up the gauntlet, I'm like, say, friend, you don't know about us. Is there a super rich guy in town by any chance?
You're asking the blacksmith, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's Lord Madrid. He's the wealthiest man in town. He's so wealthy he doesn't even live in town.
He lives on Real Street, correct? If I'm not
No.
mistaken.
No, he lives in
No?
on a hill north of town. He's got a manor up there that's slightly fortified and a fairly large retinue of soldiers. He owns this area, these lands, this town, the farms around it, and all the farms that stretch to the north.
Okay. Probably best not to poke the bear. I guess we'll run into other wealthy people. Thank you for your time.
Cool. And you guys continue upon your journey.
You get your gauntlet, Ryan. It's fixed.
I did. Yep, we're good.
Okay.
All right. Let us keep on trekking.
Can we do that? I did declare audience before we go to bed, or no?
Where do you clear audience?
The last town around the dead body.
Okay. What time of day do you clear audience?
When the sun goes down. Like when it's like after dinner ish.
Okay.
7.
And for how long do you listen? Can you listen?
Let me see. Claire audience. 1 round per level, 6 levels.
Okay. It's mostly silence. Then you hear some footsteps, and you hear 2 women talking about a man that they both have a crush on together, but neither one of them has made an effort to make a move towards or to seduce, and then they walk out of view or walk out of hearing range. A few minutes later, you hear what sounds like the cluck of a flock of chickens, and then that passes. And then you hear some more footsteps without talking, and finally you hear a child singing a song, followed by a loud bludgeoning sound, and then tears, or a child crying.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Nothing. Go to bed.
She's kind of much. Well, that's fucked up. Gonna go sleep now.
Like, all right, child bludgeoning, go to bed.
Yeah,
God.
that's what my character does.
Why do I
Pretty
look
sure.
around in these dirty fucking places?
Okay.
I'd probably do something like this and then go to bed.
All right. Night comes, and you guys take off the next day for Crifton.
Is that another day of HP? So we're at
Yeah.
+3?
Oh, wait, did you guys already do Crifton? Yeah, we just rolled to see what happened. You already left
well, we
Nope.
haven't been
Nope.
to it.
We're in Consell,
Yeah.
moving
Right.
to Crifton.
You guys are moving to Crifton today.
Yes.
And your journey is uneventful. You arrive in Crifton the next day, another medium-sized town with no walls, and a road headed east, a road headed west. This is the last town before Port Tyler, and yeah, everything seems to be kind of at okay.
When we like get into town, I don't pull him aside, but I just turn to Tariq and I'm like, Tariq, would you like to join me for dinner tonight?
Well, we usually all eat together every night.
Right, but I just want to speak with you.
You want to have a private dinner?
You could
Sure.
say that, yeah.
Yeah,
Do I
we could-
hear that, Neil?
No,
Okay,
unless
so
he wants you to hear it. I mean, it's very easy to pull someone aside over the course of a day and speak with them in private.
okay.
I agree to the dinner.
Fantastic. It'll be on me because I know. Well, you're in a bad spot.
I am a bit short these days.
Yeah. We'll
I
talk
do have
tonight.
this fantastic full plate armor, though.
It's pretty good.
It's a one
You
of
know,
a kind.
we should
in
try to
this land.
find some of that
There
for
are no
Victorian.
others.
It would really benefit him.
You guys. I got my back to you, but you see my shoulders slump just a little bit. My head sinks.
No, there's actually
All right.
no more that exist.
I don't hear any of this, but we all saddle, or not saddle up, we desaddle, and I'm like, just try to stay out of trouble. I guess we have no plans. I'm gonna try to find a rich guy to sell the armor to, but other than that, I'm gonna get Helen situated and the baby. And Leah, would you like to join me to try to sell this armor, or do you have something else you want to do?
Nah, I can follow you.
Excellent.
Okay. Helen continues to watch over the child, and
She's been good, right? If you want to give like a progress report on the way here, she's been normal and
she's
fine.
been
Not seen.
pretty well. You guys have kind of just been ignoring her, and she's been not.
No,
really
I stayed close
doing
to her.
too
Like I
much of it.
said, I haven't like NPC chat with her or whatever. But
Yeah, I mean, you pay attention to her, but she's not being all that active. She's kind of shy and afraid. It seems
Sure.
like she's in unfamiliar territory.
okay.
Didn't her? No. Nope. Okay, cool. We're good.
Would you express your concerns about her like mood and everything?
I
Victorian?
have no concerns
Or no?
regarding her mood.
No, Victorian. Or would you not talk about her ever with me?
No, I'd talk. I mean, if you bring it up, I would bring it up. I'm open to talking about anything.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
I
I
mean,
say to you
would
like, how do you
bring
think
it
that
up?
new
Or,
girl's working out?
yeah, then I would say I would want to check up on her with ESPN.
Ah, ESPN, good one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can ESPN her.
You know, you're the other female in the group too. You could just kind of cozy up to her and see how she feels about things. You could be a source of comfort for her as well.
That's true. I could do both.
Yes, you can just talk to people.
But that's
But
You
that's-
don't need
not as
magic and high
fun.
stats to communicate.
That's not as fun though. Yeah, I'll chat her up. Also, try to take the pulse, see how she feels.
Yeah,
How
I'll
she-
tell you what. How about you treat her to dinner tonight, and I'll watch the baby. She needs
All
to
right.
get. Does that
Sounds
sound good?
good to me. Yeah,
Okay, let's.
girls' night out. Never had that in a while.
Not in a while. I'm
gonna be
gonna let's go
interesting.
ask the barkeep about rich people real quick.
Okay,
So I
so
saunter up to the barkeep.
Victorian and Leia and Helen and the baby all come up to the barkeep.
No. We sit. That's later for tonight. That girls' night, Neil, not girls' day shopping. Come on. This is-
Okay.
Okay.
Well, but I take it Helen is coming with you anyway.
No, well, yeah, okay, because we haven't gotten our rooms yet. So I'm like, hey, barkeep, we need rooms for Helen and the baby. Thanks, that's all situated now. I'd like to ask you a question.
Yeah? What can I do for you?
Are there any rich, like, lords or weapon trade, any kind of wealthy people in town? Super wealthy.
Super duper wealthy?
Not duper, just super.
Well, we've got Baron McLovin, who lives here.
Okay, go on. This sounds good. Baron McLovin, you said.
Yeah, Baron McLovin. He local baron of the area. He oversees Crifton as well as Consell, Bolton, Ongmount, and Edinburgh. It kind of watches over them. He has direct control over Crifton while he has his minor lords that oversee the other places for him. He's in this town. He's definitely the most wealthiest, most influential,
Mhm.
powerful man around.
But you wouldn't call him, like, regionally wealthy, not...
Well, there are some. I mean, if you want just straight wealth, you could. I would head to Miklagard or Mulkja. Oh God, Mulkerberg. Those are larger cities with much better trade. Even Port Tyler has some
Okay.
merchants that are more wealthy that have deeper pockets, so to speak.
You're right. That's a good place to start.
The
Okay.
Baron himself, though, he has a great amount of power.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind. I do appreciate your advice, and I'll be paying for the rooms for everybody if you don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, pony up like a gold because we didn't do last week's rooms.
Sure.
Or last couple days' rooms. Okay. Cool. That's about it here. Let's flip over to the bro date.
Is there a nice restaurant in town now, or is it only the inn? Like, are we like
Oh,
at
no,
the
no.
other table across from the rest of the
I mean,
people?
there are nicer places to eat. If you'd like to go find a nice place to eat, you can. It's a medium-sized town. There is an upscale section of town, which is usually it's not that big.
Give me a selection of 3 of the upscale restaurants. What are my choices?
Well, there's 2,
Okay, there's 2.
so your choices are pretty limited here.
Okay.
You have Black Paws seared steaks and ribs.
Okay.
It has a big picture of a bear out front with an axe through its head. And
That
then you
sounds
have
lovely.
Francis's Festival of Frankfurters, which is surprisingly not a sausage shop. Long story short, his children named the place. It's a restaurant that usually serves bread-based dishes, lots of Italian-type food stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
But they
obtained
have a
this
nicer wine selection.
Got you. I obtained this information and asked Tariq where he would like to eat between the 2.
You said a bear on the sign?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
one of the
Murdered?
places does have a dead bear on the sign.
He does
I-
have an axe through his head, though.
Bear being murdered. You know, I'm getting like a sense of deja vu.
Well,
Let's
Leia
try.
might be using ESPN.
Yeah,
again.
that might be it.
The other one has a dragon behind a
let's-
guy.
Let's try that spot.
All right, fair enough. Let's go. And we make our way over there. Walk in, get
Okay.
a table for 2. I order a fancy bottle of ale, wine, whatever.
Wine. That's what they got here. Okay, so you guys are seated. You may discuss as you please.
I ordered I'm basically like treating Tariq to a meal.
Yeah. Tariq, this is the first time you've been taken on a nice date in a while. He didn't bring you any flowers, but it's still, nice atmosphere, nice wine, nice meats.
Basically,
Needless to say, you're ready to go.
think of I don't know why this imagery popped in my head. Think of the what the hell was the name of the agent in The Matrix, the bad guy? What was his name?
Agent
Mr.
Smith.
Think of Agent Smith eating with that guy that was bald with the goatee that turned on.
This place.
Yeah, think of-
smells.
Yep.
Putrid existence.
Think of that dinner when
Yeah,
he's eating
yeah.
the
I
steak.
know the one. I know the one you're
Spoilers,
talking
dude.
about.
Seriously. I haven't seen that movie yet. Come
So I
on.
start eating it.
Got
and
it,
I
Neil.
start saying, I know the steak isn't real,
Exactly.
but it tastes delicious.
So at dinner, I'm like, how connected to that body of yours are you? I guess is the best way to ask.